Willie, the Football Memories programme, which was introduced a few years ago with Alzheimer's Scotland, Aberdeen, one of the many clubs that have taken it up, and it does seem a great way for people with dementia to come out their shells and really sort of talk about days gone by.
Yeah, sure. I mean, this is the first time I've been involved in one of the meetings, so it's a new experience for me. But obviously, the kind of a research shows that speaking about maybe events that you've been at or that you can recall, something that's pretty close to your heart can help jog the memory. And I think from that point of view, it's a great thing. But also from a community point of view, getting the guys together, being able to sit down, talk about old times, and I'll kind of a throw in. I'm getting to the stage now that I've got a lot of years to talk about, so I can throw in the experiences and the memories that I've got of some of the big occasions that I've enjoyed, both at club level and international level.
David, we've got the latest meeting of the Football Memories programme. The guest is Willie Miller, and he's obviously very popular.
Yes, no, absolutely. It's great to have Willie along for the session today. I mean, Football Memories is a brilliant programme run by ourselves in Alzheimer's Scotland, supporting those living with dementia to come along and be involved in the community, involved in the club, and to have someone like Willie here along today is absolutely brilliant.
And it also does accentuate what the Community Trust does that's not directly, football is obviously part of it, but it's not directly about football.
Well, I think our club's got a huge part in the community, isn't it? And I think that the bulk of their support, or all of their support, most of their support comes from the local community. So I think it's incumbent on the club to give something back to the community, and this is a perfect way of doing that, is allowing the front doors to be open and the facilities to be available, for community events. And this is one that I think is pretty close to what the club's trying to achieve. And it also allows these guys, women as well, I would imagine, to come in and enjoy the hospitality of the club, as well as sitting down and talking about old times. Jim Hamilton, John Craig, Joe Harper was obviously.
Football was the starting point in terms of the concept, but other sports have followed suit, and it does seem that sport is a great way of just bringing out the hidden memories that are still there and very detailed in some cases.
Absolutely, yeah. You see people literally come back to life almost in front of your eyes. It's brilliant to see them living with dementia as well. But we've heard great stories about rugby memories been running in Edinburgh, golfing memories in St Andrews, and I think sport and games and activities like that are just such ingrained in people's lives that it brings back so many memories. It's fantastic, and the knock-on effect after the sessions are so positive for those with dementia and their families too. It's brilliant.
It's also quite high profile just now. There's a lot of talk about the link between heading the ball and dementia. Jeff Assel, of course, a player that you'll know from your playing days, West Brom in England. There does seem to be a connection, but it's important that I think more research is done.
Without doubt, there's a lot of it came to light in recent years, and it's been highlighted. Billy McNeil as well, who is suffering at this moment in time too. A number of football players have got the ailment, so I think that any kind of research that can look into it, that can maybe protect the players, the modern day players, a little bit more. Of course, it's moved on quite a bit in terms of the actual ball that you're using, and the fact that even head knocks within the game are treated more seriously now than what they were when I was playing. You get a head knock when I was playing, you had to get back up and take part. Now, the doctors are on, the physio are on, they're making sure that everything's okay before you can go back into the game. And even at grassroots levels, the youngsters playing the game, maybe trying to avoid too much heading, particularly at an early age, and keeping the ball on the ground, which I think in football terms is a good thing anyway, irrespective of the disease. But yeah, I mean, as much research as possible so that we can maybe take that forward and protect modern day football a little bit more.
Yeah, and if it does mean banning heading until a certain age, then that's a price very much worth paying.
I think that's okay, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I know from my time in the development programme at Aberdeen, we always encouraged the ball to be played in the ground anyway, you know, certainly up to the professional age. I think once you get into professional football, then you're taking something away from the game if you're trying to get rid of the heading. But certainly the development side of it, then I have no issue at all. And I don't think most people would have any issue with trying as much as possible to keep the ball on the ground, to make sure that they're practicing you know, skills with the feet, and stay away from the heading a little bit. That can come later on towards a professional age in the professional game.
And again, it's part of the not strictly football on the field focused work that the Community Trust gets involved with.
Absolutely, yeah. It's utilising the stadium and the club as a brand to get engaged with people that maybe don't play football anymore but still have a love for the club, love for the game, and to do that on a daily basis through the Community Trust is absolutely fantastic. I love it.
Today's event's one of many this week leading up to Community Trust Day, the first ever Community Trust Day on Saturday when Aberdeen play Motherwell. And again, the main objective there is to raise awareness of the great work that the Community Trust does throughout the North East.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I think highlighting the fact that it's a day and highlighting the fact of the work that's done. Sometimes it goes under the radar, doesn't it? You know, and it's not an issue or an item that gets too much publicity. And I think you've got to you know, call out and tell the media, and obviously invite the fans to understand that the club's more than just a football club. You know, it just doesn't play football. It's got a big part to play in the community, different events. And it should be sponsoring and supporting these events throughout the year. So it's a great event. It's for the fans to come along and enjoy it, and perhaps learn a little bit about what the club does within the community.